argue. The show ain't even started
We
yet.
ain't arguing. We actually giving each other
Y'all was
our
supporting
space.
each other,
And
right
yeah, we
there?
supporting each other. You like the right? Let me let you sit on the right.
Okay, cool. That was good. They worked that out. Mike Muse, did you see? They worked that out.
We always do. We're very considerate.
You
of
always
one
work
another.
it out,
They started off like fighting, and then they ended up working it out.
which is amazing.
What happened?
You talking about us going, yo, go to the right. No, I'm not going to the right. That's only when I'm standing. He's like, they worked it out.
No,
Like
they
they
worked it
started
out.
out arguing.
Yeah,
We work a lot of stuff out.
Y'all work it all
We
out.
always do that.
Tichina Arnold is
Sway,
back, ladies.
sway,
Come on,
sway.
y'all. Come on, man. Tisha Campbell is back.
Yes.
Come on,
Yo,
man.
this is my first time on the show, though.
I know.
way.
I just feel like you back.
This
I
is
told.
wild.
'cause
I know.
listen,
I've done it over the phone.
that's what it was.
Yes, but
It's
I've never been able to come
And
in
then-
and be with y'all.
Tisha, can I ask you a question?
What's happening?
Because
As long as it's no damn rags to riches questions. Because don't
Nigga,
nobody
you
know
have
what
to-
that show
you
is
have to
but
count
you.
me
You was
out
the,
there.
No,
you
a
was
lot
the
of people know
only
that.
one. No, he was the only one that watched it in all of America.
A lot of people watch that show. T.
Yes.
lot
Was
of
that
people-
what you was going to ask me?
I mean, I ain't watching it.
Let's go. Well, you know what it is. Shows like
You got me cursing already.
No,
I
that's
can't
okay.
curse, right?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want here.
I'm cool. Okay.
Tisha sent me, and this is the question. It wasn't about rags. to
Okay,
riches.
okay.
Okay, but it was rags to riches that gave me that big ass crush on you for decades. But it also taught me about work ethic because it looked like you were always
Yeah.
working, whether it was school days, rooftops, rags to riches, all these different projects that you had made me believe that, man, we got to be on the front line if we want
Well,
it.
you know, me and Tichina, we grew up here in New
Okay.
York. She's from New York. I'm from Jersey.
Jersey
North.
stand up.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And
Across
you know,
the
when we
water.
grew up, we're from like old school work ethic. Like my grandmother used to say, if you want to be, you know, you have to be extraordinary in order to be considered average. And so you have to be extraordinary. So when we came up, it really was about the talent. Like any girl could get, except for that one girl, Pam. She would get all of our
Don't say.
jobs.
You know, I haven't been saying her name.
What's her name?
I don't want
I
her
heard
to
she's a
sue her.
doctor now.
I don't want her suing us.
She ain't gonna sue us.
You can,
Pam would get all the jobs, and me and Tichina see it on
We used to
audition. Be
hate
like,
to see her on auditions.
all right, let's go get a slice. Yes,
We gonna get a slice
Pam
of
is
pizza and a soda. We knew
No,
we
she
weren't
would
getting
love that.
jobs.
We remember her.
She
and
books
stuff.
everything.
She
And you
books
know, back
everything.
then, light skin was in. You
Oh,
know what
shut
I mean?
up,
I was
Tichina.
like third on the totem pole.
Damn.
Shut up, she
kid.
lying.
No,
She
seriously.
lying because Tichina used to work all the time.
No, but
Light skin
seriously.
was in,
Light
Tisha.
skin was in.
Come on, man.
I'm
Come on,
just saying,
T.
yo.
Come on, T. Stop.
It's
Come
just
on, man.
embrace it, T. It ain't your fault. That light
It
skin-
ain't my goddamn fault.
Okay.
So if Pam didn't get it, Tisha got it. You know?
That is
Crazy.
You got a lot of stuff. You did.
Tichina, it couldn't have been my talent, huh?
Nah.
The hell is she talking about, you little?
So
She ain't shit.
you only got it because you were light skinned?
That's
Is that
what
what
she
she's
said.
trying to say?
That's what she's
Oh.
What I was saying, Pam they knew her. Like Pam got all the work, but if Pam was working, somebody else had to get it. The next light skin in line.
Oh
was
my
Tisha.
God, Tichina, you are out of
That's all
your
I'm
mind right
saying.
now.
The
She's
next
out
light
of her
skin in
mind.
line
Look
was
at the other
T.
light skinned person not
You know
saying shit. You jump in here.
I'm light skinned.
A little-
Yeah.
Nobody
But
claiming light skin no more. This a whole different day now.
Let me tell you. We did this skit with Albie Shore.
Oh
it was
my God.
so funny.
What
Wait
the
till
Soul
y'all
Train
see.
Awards.
We did a skit with Albie Shore.
Oh
It's
my!
so
And
funny.
we
Y'all
kept
gotta
saying
see
his
it.
whole name.
Get
Get away from me, I'll be sure.
We had a blast.
Y'all had a blast.
Yes,
man,
the
it
Soul
was
Train
so-
Awards was amazing.
It was
y'all.
fun. It was a lot of work, but it was fun.
Yeah.
We actually produced it.
We
as
co-produced
well.
You guys produced.
Co-produced
There you go.
Yeah. All of our segments, everything. We co-produced everything. We created everything.
Y'all
It was-
wrote them and all of that? too?
Yes,
We had Chris Spencer.
We had Chris
Buddy
Spencer,
Woods,
Allison Faust. We had some amazing writers who helped us.
Because you
but-
can't do it by yourself,
Yeah.
obviously. when we're
And
on stage, but-
choreographer Rosero.
Rosero, the choreographer.
Yeah, we had
we're-
some amazing
It
people
was
with
some.
us.
We just wanted to bring something to Soul Train that hasn't been brought before, and especially with us being together and working together again, we wanted to make it fun. You know?
Yeah,
Not
that
take
and
ourselves
bridge
too seriously.
generations. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
you got the Z's, the millennials, the baby boomers. We wanted a little bit of current. and we wanted a lot of bit of current and a lot of bit of 90s.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
because everybody's obsessed with the 90s. They seem obsessed with the Martin show. So we really incorporated all of that. And even the opening is crazy, y'all. The opening, me and Tichina created. And people gonna love it. We
They
can't
gonna
even.
Yeah, it's hard to talk.
Because it's not like we took ourselves seriously. Because you see people like, I'm gonna show my talent. Dim the lights, ring the bell.
A little people,
like rags to
some
riches.
people on the
I'm telling you.
blogs, they were saying that on the blogs, like, well, we hope y'all ain't gonna be overperforming.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And it's like, no, we'll leave that to the
gave
artists.
you
But why would the
everything.
blog say that about y'all?
Well, some,
It's like, I hope y'all. That's a
but
weird thing to say.
No,
It
but
is.
I understand it because we're established actors. You know,
Okay.
this is the Soul Train Award, so it's about music. Even though Tisha has her own album,
And so does
I've been
Tichina.
working on mine for 20 years.
Stop
It
saying
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, they want to see their favorite artist, so we wanted to make sure that we didn't get on people's nerves either. So
Because you can
get
see that
just
when
enough
you
of
see
us.
openings and people come out and they're like, I'm going to show them that I can dance or sing. But we didn't want to do that. We incorporated it, yes. But we also incorporated what people know us for, which is the funny.
The
Yeah.
funny.
Gotta bring the
and-
funny.
I thought it was interesting. Like Tisha, you sent me. I don't know how long ago, maybe a year or so ago. I'm not sure.
Sorry, that's
That's
my
Tishina's.
Tashina,
she's-
we got a rule for
Yes,
if they call you got to
man.
answer
Come
it
on,
live
man.
on there.
fault. Yeah, no,
Oh,
that was
that's
just
dope.
that was
Oh, it's just a
somebody at my door.
notification?
That was my
That's the
ring.
ring.
Yeah,
That's the ring.
I got
keep
ring
telling
for
you to get it.
stalkers.
What's that for?
Ring.
for-
Ring,
Ring.
the doorbell.
If somebody's at your door
Oh, at my door?
while you're here.
Oh shit. Okay.
You can talk to them.
Yeah, I
Okay.
love it.
I might get that. I thought it was unusual when folks, when you were putting out music, people were like, why is Tisha singing? You know, and I was like, what do you mean? When did she not sing? And then I think watching you on, you know, because I don't know if you know that we're you know, what are you co-stars on Empire?
Tisha's like, what?
Empire.
What was that?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
on? She's on.
Y'all on Empire.
Yeah. Him. He said.
Oh, I've been
y'all
on
were
Empire,
co-stars.
I know you on there.
Oh,
We
yeah,
all
that's
co-stars.
what
He was like, oh, you guys are co-stars. I was like,
what?
no, I've seen you on there, son. I've seen you on there, son.
Go get your credit, Sway. Your IMDb.
Everybody, we were all like, what?
No, I didn't hear what you said. No, yes, we
You
are
got real
co-stars.
light skinned on me right there,
Okay,
Tisha.
damn it.
You got real light
This is
skinned
gonna be an
on me.
ongoing joke. There is one other light skinned man up in here. He ain't said no. I know you better say
Who?
something.
Oh, DB.
You better say something.
DB.
I just love the fact that you guys have been friends since you Little Shop of Horrors back in 1986.
God.
Oh,
Like, you
before
guys-
then. We were 16 then. We started
11 and 12.
11 and 12.
Oh, no,
but she
auditions.
makes sure that she says 11 and 12 because she wants everybody to know I'm older than her.
She's older.
She make me sick.
You could just say we was younger.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
11
We could say
no,
when
no,
we
no,
was
no, no.
before we were
We're doing the
teenagers.
age.
11
We're
to
doing
12.
the age, yeah.
So it's all been, y'all been friends all this time. Y'all friends. You watch people get married. You know,
Oh,
you
my
you
God.
you
Watch
watch
her get married,
you watched
too.
her get married.
Watch
Yeah,
it
twice.
Yeah. Have
Well,
y'all?
no, you didn't come to my second one.
No,
You weren't
no,
at my second
Why
one.
not?
But
Why
the
not?
first one. The second one was kind of. The first one was rushed. The second one was just.
I can't. I want out.
Let's see the second one. The second one.
Yo, she looked up to try to find the word. Like, nigga, I'm on the radio right now. Like, okay, what word
No,
is this?
I had a beautiful wedding in Hawaii.
Yes, you
but I'm
did.
trying to think of what space. Like you were raising kids. Like you were raising your sons. You were in the midst of. You were heavy into.
We were.
We
both
went our
in
separate ways
we
for
went
a
our
minute.
separate ways.
Yeah.
But
And that happens
But
sometimes
still-
in friendships.
Yeah.
You
I've been
know
trying
what
to get rid of this
Y'all-
bitch for years.
You're not
I
going
just
to.
can't
Not going
seem
to.
to.
It's not going down.
Y'all tried to break up and it didn't
We
work
tried to, it
out.
didn't work out for her.
Tisha, you let me see your hand. Let me see your
There's
hand.
nothing on there
So you
of
single?
significance.
She's single.
You
I am
single
single.
now? Single, ready to
Hey,
mingle?
we both are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm single too, but you know I'm picky.
I'm picky too.
You said it like you weren't.
Maybe I'm a little
Tichina was like, yeah, it's different. Though. We're both single.
It's been a while.
But
Well,
I'm
see,
picky.
I have a motto. If you're gonna be single, there's a motto. And I think I said my motto here before.
Yes, you have. But
Well-
go ahead and
Well,
say
I
it.
want to hear it because
Okay.
I haven't heard it.
Well, you fuck 'em, suck 'em, and duck 'em.
There it is.
All the guys clap.
Yes.
I'm
Because
not
it's
clapping.
real,
just
Tisha. You're going to have to do it
it's just
eventually.
You know, sometimes it's in the meantime. You know, like
This is all new
Yala
for me.
said. Yes, and that's
This is
why
very new for
you
me.
don't
Like, this
dive
on
right
social
into it.
media, and I'm getting all these goddamn dick pics. That's real disrespectful.
And I bet you look at them too.
I look real quick, like I'm peeking.
Do you erase them?
Go, oh my God, that's horrible. No. That's just disrespectful.
Wink.
That's just it is just I ain't with it. I ain't with it.
Are you ready for dating though? Because
I'm not.
You're not ready, huh?
Tisha's been off the market a long
27
time.
years, guys.
Like, I don't even know what
Wow.
to tell her. Like I be looking at her like, damn, like who do I hook her up with? You know what I'm saying? Like why do you hook up your friend that's been married 20-something years? Like who does that? So it's like, damn, I'm so used to her, you know, escorting her away from the fray.
Yeah.
But now it's like, hey, go, yeah, there's men, penises, go.
You-
But how do you do that? And you know, we're 50 and 49 now.
God motherfucking damn.
So good.
You ain't shit. Well, Tichina, you ain't shit. But I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, I turned 50. That's some.
And you look fabulous.
You look amazing.
You do.
Are you? What do you look for?
Lie.
What are you gonna look for? Like, is it just the conversation? Is it the
Money.
The money?
You look
Like,
for
you gotta
money.
be. You can't
You
just
can't
date-
have nobody
but yeah.
that don't have a job.
Even
If it's not of equal status, you have to have your own
Yeah, you gotta have
thing
your own thing going on.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay.
Period.
I think
like
that-
that's where it starts.
Okay, right there.
Now,
it don't matter
everything
how good he
after that-
look. None of that. It gotta
Everything
start.
after that is
And
all
I think
cheddar.
somebody who
Yeah.
treats me like a
Sorry.
lady, you know what I mean? Somebody who loves children.
We don't
you
want
know.
nobody on the come up.
Nobody trying to get a deal. Trying to get a part in a movie.
No, seriously.
Trying to get a
like,
feature in a skit on a Soul
because it
Train
turns
Awards.
into
You know.
something
Right,
else.
that's
Yeah.
There's
not
no
gonna work.
balance. If it doesn't start balanced, then it will never be balanced. I'm sorry. And that's just out of experience.
Does she
And
introduce
I'm not
him?
bitter. I'm not
Yeah.
bitter at all.
She's so not.
but
She's
you know,
speaking her
this
truth.
Gotta
certain-
be evenly yoked.
Gotta be
got
evenly
to
yoked.
be.
Gotta be evenly
And then it
yoked.
says, you know, I took obey out of my wedding vows because, you know, even biblically, you know, it says follow obey a man who follows God. You got to read on.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, you're not following God. I'm following your ass. Get out of here.
Bike
Question for
views.
you guys though.
Oh,
For two beautiful, dynamic black women like yourselves, now that you guys are single, when you're at a bar, like if you see a guy is showing some type of interest in you, but maybe nervous or approaching because of who you are and your
Yeah.
stature, do you somewhat meet them halfway to show that it's okay to come and talk to me?
I don't even know what to look for in that
The signs.
situation. I don't know the signs. It's been that
It's been that long.
fucking long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what to. Yeah,
you know, and what
my
happens
friends
with
have to
actors,
tell
too,
me. Yeah, that's
We
what's happening.
somebody that I dated told me this a long time ago. They said, you know what, Tichina, you allow the man to choose you. I've never gone any place and been like, yo, T, I want to get with him. Never. And it's like whoever ends up, you know, making
that
me laugh
move.
first. It's like, okay, Tag, you're it. Okay, because she gonna be it. And that's how easy it could be. But that's how easy it could be to be with the wrong person as well.
That's true.
So now I'm like, okay, well, let me see if you know.
I'm
I'm starting to look like,
Tichina,
you know, am I
Tichina may
attracted?
seem very, very hard, and you know.
But I'm not.
But she's definitely. I think
I'm
we're
the nerd.
cut from the
I go
same
home.
cloth. We're both
You're
empaths.
the nerd?
I'm here at the party,
But
and then I take my ass home. I'm like, okay,
She
good night,
does, yes,
guys.
yeah.
You're great.
But she's an empath. Like we both are empaths,
What?
and I just kind of understood what that word is. Like
Yeah.
we're overly trusting. We're overly, you know, embracing,
Welcoming to
empathetic. Like, and that's where we can. We changing that, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's where we can get caught up in
Somebody can
situations.
slip in and
yeah,
get it and leave you
I
hanging.
call them vampires.
Yeah,
they kind of
they-
steal your light.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
steal your light. That's not what.
And then
we
it
looking
comes out
for
in that
right now.
tell-all
We
book.
do-
I'm waiting for the
right,
guy
I
to
don't
do the
have the
tell-all.
time.
And then
I want the guy to do the tell-all
actors,
book.
actors we got, you know,
Oh, I ain't got a
performers.
lot of chapters, Tisha. My book wouldn't be a bestseller, but the chapters I do have.
I can imagine the stories you could tell.
Oh man.
All the
Nice guy
people
like
you
me.
met
Come
throughout
on.
the
Come on,
years.
we need one.
A nice guy like me. Come on.
But then, we're not complaining about other people either. On our end, I always say, if I have to be with a person who allows me to put my career first. There's is my career and my daughter and God. Those are the 3 top things.
Right.
And I know those are the 3 top things.
And
And
for me-
everything else comes after.
For me, I think at this point, it's me and my kids and God.
And God.
Yeah, my career is going to happen because it's, we're aggressive women. We're aggressive in our careers. We've always been like that. We
But
don't
it feeds us. That's why I say my
Yeah.
career first. Like, you're like my bread and butter. Like, don't mess with my bread at all.
Yeah.
You got real thugged out right there.
Yeah, don't
See, all that
Oh,
shit
my
just
God.
twink, right? Sway like, what?
Yeah.
She's about to pull out something
I
right
know,
there.
right?
All right, we're going to go to these phone lines. We got
Yes.
Tisha Campbell, Tichina Arnold are here. Coach from Texas is on the line. Coach, good morning.
What up, Coach?
888-742-3345.
Good morning, everybody.
What up, man? What up, Coach?
Morning.
Look who we got up here, man.
Hey, I'm on the road taking my son to the doctor real quick and hanging out with my wife and my son right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Nice.
Say hello to Tishina and Tisha.
What's
Hey,
happening?
Hey,
Hold on.
Tisha, Tichina, how y'all doing?
Hi.
Hey, Gina, I always,
Gina.
Tisha,
It's
I always
okay.
call you Gina Tay.
That's Gina Tay?
Yeah, like
Gina Tay. From whenever you was on Martin, yeah.
Gina
Hey,
Tay.
but I have
when
a
I was
question.
looked like my brother.
Yeah, you look just like him.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Tichina, what was your favorite part about being on Everybody Hates Chris?
Oh, Lord. I really had fun working with Terry Crews. He was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
He was a lot of fun. It's great working. I was scared about working with kids. I was like, oh, Lord, I got to play a mother and I got to work with kids. But it was fun. It was so much fun doing it.
Hey, Coach, thanks
And
for
my grandmother whenever you're on that show.
Say that again, Coach.
I said she always reminded me of my mom and my grandmother on that show.
Oh, that's cool.
That was one of my favorite things Tishina's ever done.
That's what I wanted to do because I was still a new mother. My daughter was only 2 at the time. And I'm like, well, how the hell am I going to play a mother? So I invoked my mom, my grandmother, my
she
aunt.
was so much like her mother.
I
on
was
that
never
show.
myself. I was totally my mom that whole show. It was crazy.
What I think is dope for y'all, just like watching TV now and just so many, like I have nieces. My husband and I don't have any kids of our own. But at any given time, you could turn the television on and see a Martin and then see Everybody Hates Chris and then see my wife and kids. And it's so dope to see these faces like, oh, Heather, she on that show? She was on that show? And it makes them go back and learn y'all's history to the point where now it's 2018
That's
and you
crazy to us.
EPing a show, like the
crazy.
Soul Train. And we from that era of Soul Train as well.
Yeah.
Ironically, I got a phone call this morning from Michael Bivins, and he was like, "What are y'all doing today? What y'all doing today?"
she just
and I
stunt
was
on
like,
us
"No,
like
it was.
that?
It's not in the stunt kind of
No,
way.
no, no,
It's
no,
not
no,
in the stunt.
no.
No, because I could show them the text is different.
Oh, you gonna take it down?
And I was like, yo, because he's doing something on female executive producers, and he was like, yo, I'm picking certain women, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. Tishina and Tisha coming on the show today. He said, yo, they picked us to perform for the Soul Train Awards, BBD. We're going to be performing. I was like, really? He was like, yeah, it was part of their decision. I didn't know that you guys were doing that. So
co-produced
I'm
it,
just
yeah.
like,
Thank
kudos to
you.
y'all because y'all are
Thank
just,
you.
y'all teaching younger girls
Thank you,
too.
sis.
And I think that's what's important.
Thank you, because we do it for the love of it. God has blessed me and Tisha.
Amen.
to do. Literally,
Absolutely.
we're survivors. We've been doing this since she was 3, since I was 11, and it's just like
And
to
when
be
you were
able
11,
to
I was
survive. Yeah. So to be able to survive this long, I knew it was crazy what impact we were making when my daughter, she was missing like all day. I was like, "What are you doing?" She was in the room watching TV. So she came out. She was like, "Ma." I was like, "What?" She was like, "I just finished watching Martin. You were funny." Yeah. I was like, "I told you I was
They don't
funny."
think we're funny.
Your kids
No,
don't think you're funny?
oh, no.
The kids don't think you're funny?
No.
How not?
They don't think we're funny at all. And they refuse to watch my wife and kids because they be like, you yell at them like you yell at us. You don't want to
But that
watch
was
that.
such a huge show. They don't watch
No,
that.
they don't. But
I
my
love when
littlest
your
one
baby-
just discovered that I was Gina.
With
So
Zeke.
now,
Tell
you know,
what you did, what he did with that video. She posted a video of Zeke. He figured out. He finally watched my wife. No,
Gina,
Martin,
Martin.
and he kept calling her Gina.
Gina, make me
Gina.
something to eat.
I want some pancakes, Gina.
my
Gina.
God.
Oh, Gina. Come on, Gina. I'm hungry.
That's beautiful.
I'm like, if you don't get out of
It's
my
amazing
face.
A
what
lot lot of people call us, especially when we talk about Martin, and I know we lost one, from the cast, but what would be the possibilities of it being a reunion or a movie, a Martin movie?
Do you want to tell you? No, don't
tell
say
it. Go ahead, say it. Say
no,
your
because
idea.
once you say it, it's out there.
It's out there.
Tisha came up with a
the
brilliant idea. I'll start off, you finish it.
Okay.
I'm going to say we really want, it will never be a reboot because Tommy's no longer with us. Right. So Martin will never be the same. But if we do it, it will be a rebirth. Now, how we rebirth this project, Tisha came up with a great idea.
But I can't say it because I haven't pitched it.
It's not dead in the water yet.
No, it's not dead in the water. But I will say this. We are all so individually busy.
Yeah.
Martin's doing Bad Boys right now with Will. And we're so busy. We can't coordinate. Tishina's on a show that's going to last a billion years with Cedric the Entertainer.
Yes.
The
Neighborhood on CBS.
I love The Neighborhood.
Shameless plug. Thank you for the segue, T.
No problem. I got you always. CBS.
Yep.
And so, they lock you down, and we have to come up with a creative way to do it.
But
it's
the
just really
idea she
hard.
came up with, we're trying to. Our next step is to sell Martin on it.
You haven't approached Martin yet?
What did you tell him yet?
Mm-hmm.
What did he say? Was he open to it?
Was he interested?
He's always open to anything and interested in anything. But I think there was one way of doing it. I don't think they knew that you were on lockdown at the time. So
we have to talk. We do the 1-2 punch.
The 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Okay, so but Martin,
she'll call him in an eye. Yeah, what's up? What you doing?
Yeah, Martin's had so he knows about it. He didn't shoot it down.
No,
he didn't shoot it down. So it's a possibility that Sway in the Morning is going to be in the new rebirth of Martin. All right.
Y'all see how he did that?
You said we co-starred.
That's the segue for your ass. No,
okay?
I think we should have a lot of our friends and people who have,
be a part of it.
Yeah, who have grown up on it, who are part of this industry.
That's what we thought about when we did Soul Train too. When we were doing the opening number, we were like, we want people to feel like they're a part of it and not just watch us host a show.
And when the audience, when they first of all, when they realized it was us, they started screaming. And then when we started doing the opening, everybody was on their feet.
Yeah, which is what we
BBD
wanted.
Came out.
Oh, you giving up game right now. I like that, man.
And it was very hard picking a group or picking a performance that comes right after.
Exactly.
We were like, who? And he was like, BBD.
They were the only ones that we could.
Yeah.
But see, they're the type of group you could put in any situation.
That's crazy.
And it's going to work.
And so professional and
Yes.
so tight. Brooke got them tight. I was a little nervous dancing in front of Brooke on some real.
Well, listen, I'm always nervous dancing. That's why
we had so much fun.
I love you.
guys
Tisha
are
Campbell, Tichina Arnold.
I'm a singer-actor who moves well.
Okay. And what are you, Tisha?
I'm the same. I'm the one that would sneak into dance auditions just so I could feed my family.
She's an overachiever.
Okay.
I am.
Tisha's an overachiever. She gets on your nerves.
I love it though, man. Tisha Campbell, Tichina Arnold. Real quick, Cordell on the line from Cali. What you want to say, Cordell?
What's poppin'?
Hey, how you guys doing?
What up, Cordell?
Real quick, go ahead.
Well, I was going to talk about, I was going to relate to what you guys were talking about earlier about dating and stuff with guys and everything and saying that they're supposed to have jobs and stuff. Well, I fresh out of high school, I jumped into the job and everything, make sure I was successful just in case. If something would have happened, if I got with a girl, had a baby, well, now I got everything together. Well, now I have a house and a car and I'm getting my bread up and make sure that everything is right in my book.
Good for you.
That's
awesome.
So is he getting that? You getting that, Tisha?
Listen, people don't realize, Cordell, marriage is a business. Okay? It's also a business. It's a contract. Yeah. And it's two corporations getting together and one corporation, I'm telling you. And you'll know how much of a business it is when you try to get out of that contract. Okay? It is a business. So I know about love and all of that stuff is very important.
It is.
But it's a business.
It's a business.
Oh, my God.
So get your business together, Tisha single.
that B
All
out.
right.
Yeah.
Don't forget November 25th, BET on NBET Her
Yes, it's gonna be so
2018 Soul Train Awards with these angels sent from the heaven. Tisha Campbell's here, Tichina Arnold, friends of the show.
Thank you.
Family.
And thank you for having us, Heather. I didn't get y'all Tracy. Mike, thank you, Tracy and
OQ.
Mike, for having us. OQ.
DJ Wonder.
DJ Wonder. No, he's white boy. I call him white boy.
Okay,
Was not calling white boy the last time I was here.
I'm gonna call him light skin.
You like looking for allies.
Looking
all
for
right?
more members of the
Okay.
squad.
And
Still
guess who?
trying.
We had Jesse Eisenberg here, who played in social. What?
The Social Network.
The Social Network. He
I haven't
played
seen that.
Mark. Okay. What else has he played
But I
in?
haven't seen it.
Batman versus Superman. Real big on the screen right now. We told him you were coming. That dude got super excited.
What?
Yeah. So I told him I'll try to get a picture.
Me
because
or me and Tishina?
both of you,
No.
because
Is he
he watched
single?
Mark. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Tisha's all, do you want a white boy?
He little.
He's short.
He's Jewish.
Huh?
He's
He's
little.
Jewish.
Well, he could be a Jewigger for her.
Well, we'll see.
Jewigger.
We'll see.
You know,
Okay.
you know what? When you get
I'm open.
yeah, it's you got to be open. I think the older you get,
Yeah.
the more you should be open
Okay.
because you know who you are. It's when you know who you are.
You
it's
see
a lot
how
easier.
nervous I just
You
got?
just got you took it so seriously.
I really did. All of a sudden, I'm like, wait,
You haven't been on a date yet?
no.
We got to get to. Let's do a whole thing.
Tisha, he
for
looks
Tisha
like
Day.
he's like 19, little. Like
Is he young? Like he young?
He looks
How
like
long
a
has
little
it been,
boy.
Tisha?
Yeah, well, you can't do too young either.
27
Like,
years.
yeah.
No, but since you've
No,
been on
no,
since
no.
y'all went your separate ways.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the hater.
Only it's not even a
Yeah,
year. It's
no.
almost a year.
Take your time.
Yeah, take my time, right?
Take your time.
I told you, fuck him, suck him, and duck him.
Take your time.
He looks like a college
Plus,
junior.
he
looks like
yeah.
a college
Oh
junior.
yeah, no.
Yeah. And he's the homie, so I'm not gonna be pushing too much. for it.
I don't think I'm ready for a man in his 50s.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you looking for?
A man in his 50s or late 40s.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to be older than him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like salt and pepper hair.
Okay.
Okay, what you got?
Well, everybody's going bald these days. You can't tell who has
Can't
salt
tell
and
who's
pepper
salt
hair.
pepper
That's
hair.
true.
I don't mind.
Bald is
Okay.
in though.
Yeah, it is.
Ball Benny.
Look, look, look.
Mike Hughes. I was like,
Nigga, like I'm about to cut my shit.
hey, so we got the group today. Remember today? Do you want
Yeah,
him?
I just met him. They was out there.
Yeah, they about to come up in here right now. Today is here. Big Bub, Chief, West,
Big
Larry. They're all here. They about to come in here in a second. But I want to thank y'all for coming by.
Wait, thank you for
Come
having
every
us.
time.
You know
Every
we love
time.
you.
I'm family.
You know we love you.
You already
we
know.
Support you. We support you
Always.
to the fullest.
Thank you. God bless you. Here's my first question, though, that I never got to.
What?
Okay. You DM me, and it wasn't a cat pic or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You DM me your song and asked me can I show it some love and play it.
I did.
And we played it here a couple of times. And then I got another DM with the same kind of verbiage, and I wondered, was it still you?
Oh, I'm the only one who does it.
Oh, shit. I got DM'd by Tisha Campbell, y'all.
I'm the only one who will
Okay, I'm
DM
popping
you.
now.
I'm the one on my phone.
Okay, hey, thank you. Anytime,
Always.
DM me, Tisha.
Always.
All right, we got Today up next. Sway the Morning Shade 4-5.